Good day everyone, and welcome back to Free's Job. How's the day going? Now, welcome back. Today we are going to be treating the topic which is simultaneous equation. Simultaneous equation. Most of you know this topic. It's a very popular topic in maths, and we are going to be treating the substitution method of this topic today. How to solve simultaneous equation with substitution method. First of all, I'll be telling you what simultaneous equations are, and we're going to be solving with the substitution method, and in the next video we'll be solving with elimination method. Yes, in the upcoming videos you'll see the one with elimination, but for now, for those of you who have not subscribed, I will advise that please you subscribe. I appreciate, and for you to also learn more, you can also like our page on Facebook, share the video with your friends, share the channel, the link and everything with your friends so they can learn with you as you learn too. Thank you. So now, first of all, before I start, I'll be saying or defining what simultaneous equations are. Simultaneous equations are double equation. They can never be one in a simultaneous equation. These are equations which involves two letters or two variables or two things in which you need to find. For example, you see this example here which we are going to solve. I place it here so I can use it to describe a simultaneous equation. You see yx, you see xy. You cannot solve one equation like this. You cannot solve one equation like this. You have two things to find. You can't find two things at the same time. You're only one person. You can't find two things at the same time. So now, simultaneous equation is the mixture of two equations so that you can find these two things. So this simultaneous equation will make it easy for you to find these two things. So they have to give you two equations. That is a simultaneous equation. You see, simultaneous equation, you find them in different sectors of maths. You solve some questions to some places and they say finish simultaneously or solve simultaneously. They always involve two or sometimes more questions, or sorry, more equations, two equations or more equations. Some could be three, and then you have to solve simultaneously to get these two things in which you are looking for. So that is mainly the concept behind simultaneous equation. I know you already know that, and now we are going to be solving this equation with the substitution method. There are different methods to solve a simultaneous equation. There is elimination, there is substitution. Those are the two main or two common ways in which we solve this equation. And I'll be doing both, but for this video I'll be doing the substitution method, and I'm showing some examples on how to solve this. And so without wasting time, let's go for this first example. You can see a question here. I'll write on top example 1. You see a question here. They said 2y plus 2 equal to x, and x minus y is equal to 4. Now, what are they asking us to find? Find x and y. That is the aim. You have to find x and y. Find x and y. So that's the question. So which are we going to find first? This is what we are going to do. We are going to be substituting, because I told you we are using the substitution method. What does it mean to substitute? It means put this equation inside the second, or put this second equation inside the first. You understand? It means you are going to make this equation, you are going to put it in a way in which it can fit into this place. Now, for this first example, it is quite easy for us to arrange and just solve. Now, if you look at this first example, they told you 2y plus 2 is equal to x. Okay, you know x is 2y plus 2. You just know it's that x is 2y plus 2. They now told you this same x here. Look at the same x here. Yes, you know they are simultaneous, they are together. The equations mean the same thing. It's just like you when you were 2 years and you when you are now 6 years old. 2 years old, 6 years old. It's the same you, just different age or different time. So now they are the same values. The y here is the y here, the x here is the x here. That's one thing you must understand the simultaneous equation. Y is y, x is x. And now they are not asking you to solve these things. They are not asking you to solve these two equations simultaneously to find x and y. Who are they? Who is x and y? That's what you are looking for. And now you must understand this x is this x, this y is this y. I believe you already know that. Now look at this. They said 2y plus 2 is equal to x. The same x that you got here, when you plus 2y plus 2, the same x you got here, they now said that x minus y will give you 4. This x here, they said the x minus y will give you 4. Now, this is what it means to substitute. You will look at this, you will say, okay, x cannot plus y, but y can plus y. X cannot plus y, but y can plus y. And they told you that 2y plus 2 is the same thing as x, which means it's equal to x. I gave you an example like this in one of my videos when I said 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. 2 plus 2 is the same thing as 4. 2 plus 2, 4. 4 is 4. So 2 plus 2 is the same thing as 4. So even if I write 2 plus 2 here, or I come here and write 4, it is the same thing. You understand? I write 2 plus 2 or I write 4, it is the same thing. Now, look at this. Since you cannot use x to plus y, you are going to take this y. Since 2y plus 2 is equal to x, meaning 2y plus 2 is the same thing as x. So here I see x, I can write 2y plus 2. So I'll simply do this. After I substitute, you substitute equation 1 in equation 2. So you simply write this here. This is the x. You know x cannot minus y because there are two different letters. So you replace it with what is equal to this. Don't just write anything there. 2y plus 2 is equal to x. They have told you that this is equal to x. So you write it 2y plus 2, which is your x. Yeah, x equal to this. It is the same thing. Just like that 2 plus 2 is equal to 4 I showed you. You have not changed anything. Now, what is next? Your minus y. Minus y and 4. Now, you have already substituted this one in the place of x. It's just like I told you, bring your passport, and then you brought your 2-year-old passport, and then I told you, no, you have to snap a new passport. So you go and snap your 6-year-old passport. It is the same you. Not that we don't say you are not the same. We are not saying you are not the same in the passport, but all we are saying is that this is more valuable right now. So this is what we need, and this is what we put. So x is the old passport, and this is the new one, and that is what we have replaced here. That is the substitution. Now what do? We finish this question. Now you look at this, you simply rearrange it. Now what do you have here? 2y plus 2 minus y is equal to 4. Now when you rearrange, y should meet y, a number should meet number. I taught you this in collection of like terms. If you have not watched that, I advise you watch that to how to collect like terms. Now 2y here, 2y minus y equal to 4 is already here, plus 2 is going to meet 4, so it will turn minus 2. I taught you this in collection of like terms. Now 2y minus y is what? Y equal to 4 minus 2 is 2. So what have we gotten? We have gotten our y as 2. As easy as that. The y here on the y here, they are the same thing. We have gotten it as 2. We have gotten our y as 2. So now what do? We already know our y is equal to 2. Now we are going to find x. Let us find x. Now, how do we find x? Simply substitute this answer inside one of the equation. We already have y. As easy as this. X minus y is equal to 4. And you know why? Y is 2. 2 is y. The same thing. So x minus 2 is equal to 4. That's what they're telling you. So this is your equation here. X minus y is equal to 4. You have already gotten y, so why are you still writing y here? Put the number there instead of you to be writing letter. Now this is your x minus, what is y? Y rename is 2, which is equal to 4. Now you simply collect like them. You get x equal to 4 plus 2. Then x is now equal to 6. It's as easy as this. X is equal to 6. So now you know that your for the first question, y is equal to 2 and x is equal to 6. If you look at it, x is equal to 6. If you put this 6 here, 6 minus, you put your y 2. 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. So you can see that these answers are correct and the equation is correct. So without wasting time, I will go to the next example. If you don't understand this, maybe you can understand the next. So I'll just advise that you pay attention to the next one. Now, you have example 2. You have example 2. Yeah. Now, okay, let's take an example like this. K plus 2 equal to P. Then 2P plus K is equal to 4. Yes. Something like this. Something like this. So you have a simultaneous equation here, and they said solve using the substitution method. Solve by substituting. And you have K plus 2 is equal to P, and 2P plus K is equal to 4. That's what you have here. K plus 2 is equal to P. 2P plus K is equal to 4. Now what are you going to do here? I've already shown you how to substitute before. Now, what we are going to be doing, we are going to be substituting K inside this K here. What else can we see as K that we can put here? You see, 2P cannot minus K because P cannot plus K. P and K, they are different. This one, K and P, they are different. You cannot substitute. So you have to substitute one inside one. Now this is what I'm going to do. I want to substitute K inside this place. But what do I have here? I have only K plus 2. How do I get K? Simply collect like term. Now when I collect like terms, here, I will have K is equal to P minus 2. This and this are the same. For those of you who have not watched my collection of like terms video, I have taught this. In case you don't understand, for those of you who already know what I did here by collecting like terms, but for those of you who do not, please watch collection of like terms unless you won't understand what I did here, because this and this are actually the same. This and this are actually the same. So don't think it's wrong. It is not wrong. K equal to P minus 2 is the same thing as K plus 2 is equal to P. So please do well to watch collection of like terms if you don't understand. For those of you who understand, okay, let's continue our go. Now, you see that we already have K here. K is equal to P minus 2. And then we have another K here. I told you before, the K and the K are the same. The P and the P are the same. So what do we do? You can as well substitute P. If you substitute P, it will still be correct. But I prefer, or I want to substitute K. Whichever one you substitute, you get the same answer. Now, let me substitute K here. It's as simple. You substitute equation 1 in equation 2. Now, this is equation 2. You are putting this 1 inside 2. Now, I told you before, this K is the old passport, which is here. They need a new passport. K equal to P minus 2. P minus 2 equal to K. They are both the same thing. Now, you substitute. You have 2P here plus K. You are no longer writing this K. You will now write P minus 2 plus P minus 2 equal to what? 4. Equal to 4. Now this is what you have. 2P plus P minus 2 equal to 4. Now what do? You simply solve from here. It's as simple. You collect like terms. Numbers meet numbers, letters meet letters. 2P plus P is 3P equal to minus 2, we're going to make 4. It will now be 4 plus 2. 3P here, let me continue here. You have your 3P equal to 4 plus 2 is 6. Now what do? Collect like terms or make P solve the formula the same thing by dividing both sides by 3. For those of you who have not or who does not know this, please do well to watch collection of like terms. So P will now be equal to 2. Now we have gotten our P, that P is equal to 2. So write it somewhere like here, okay? P is equal to 2. And then we can wipe the rest off. So now that we know that P is equal to 2, What do we do next? We simply put this p equal to 2 in one of the equation and get our k. So now the easiest equation here is the equation 1. We can also use the equation 2, whichever you prefer. Okay, let's use the equation 2, which is the hardest to use here. Yes, it's the most, not that it's hard, but just the longest. This is the easiest, but just want to show you that anyone use to get the same answer. Now, let's put in equation 2. To get our k, you have equation 2, which is 2p plus k is equal to 4. Now, what do? You put your p, which is 2, in where you see 2. Now, this is 2. You have 2, your p is 2 plus k equal to 4. Now, you have 2 times 2. For those of you who don't understand how it is 2 times 2, you need to watch collection of like terms and simple equation. I have those videos too on my channel. 2 times 2 will be 4 plus you have your k, which you are looking for, equal to your 4. When you collect that term, you have k equal to 4. This 4 goes to move it minus 4. K is equal to 0. So now, p plus 2, p is equal to 2, k is equal to 0. That is the answer. That is the answer for this second question. So I believe now that you have seen the simple pattern or the simple trick behind substitution method in simultaneous equation. Now I appreciate it for watching this video. For those of you who are not subscribed, please do it to subscribe to my channel and like our page on Facebook. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you have any question, please, you can put it in the comment box. When I see it, I will attend to it. If you also need more examples, you can also tell me in the comment box. I will attend to it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Also share the video to your friends so they can learn more. Thank you.